The automotive world was abuzz when Oliver Blume, the CEO of Volkswagen, made the startling announcement. Volkswagen would no longer operate through traditional car dealerships. The decision sent shockwaves throughout the industry, reshaping the discourse around car sales and challenging the age-old conventions. For decades, the car buying process has been defined by the dealership experience. Spacious showrooms, lines of gleaming new models, persuasive salespeople, and the familiar dance of price negotiations. It was a system with clear demarcations of roles and responsibilities, where consumers could touch, feel, and test drive a car before making the commitment to purchase. However, in recent years, there's been a paradigm shift in the auto industry. Pioneered by electric car manufacturers like Tesla, the direct-to-consumer sales model has been catching steam. By bypassing traditional dealers, companies like Tesla have argued that they can offer better prices, a more consistent brand experience, and a faster pace of innovation. But for Volkswagen, a behemoth in the industry with its vast range of cars, from the iconic Beetle to the beloved Golf, this move was unexpected. Volkswagen's lineage is steeped in tradition, but Blume's announcement was a clear nod to the future, a future that's increasingly digital and direct. The challenges traditional dealerships have faced are multifaceted. Online car sales platforms, which began as simple listing services, have evolved into comprehensive buying platforms offering financing, trade-ins, and home delivery. Brands like Carvana and Vroom have capitalized on a new age consumer's desire for convenience, transparent pricing, and a no-hassle buying experience. The success of these platforms hints at a growing discontentment with the conventional dealership experience. Moreover, other automakers are also rethinking their approach. In 2021, Ford introduced its Ford Plus plan, signaling its intent to explore direct sales, especially for its electric models like the Ford Mustang Mach-E. This model of business is attractive as it offers automakers the chance to control the narrative of their brand entirely, providing uniformity in service and customer experience. Additionally, there's been a tidal wave of new electric vehicle manufacturers like Lucid Motors and Rivian, which are also adopting the direct-to-consumer approach. Their strategy isn't just about sales, though. These companies are working to foster a sense of community among their customers, hosting events and experiences that bring enthusiasts together. It's a marked departure from the transactional nature of the traditional dealership. Volkswagen's announcement might seem radical, but in the context of these industry shifts, it's in step with the changing times. Oliver Blume, in his statement, spoke about agility, about being closer to the customer, and about delivering a seamless and integrated experience from online to offline. The future, as Blume envisions it, is one where Volkswagen showrooms are experiential hubs, spaces where consumers can immerse themselves in the brand, rather than just a point of sale. The question that arises, however, is the fate of thousands of dealerships and the people they employ. It's a concern that can't be ignored. The shift to a direct-to-consumer model isn't just about changing sales tactics. It's a structural upheaval that will inevitably lead to job displacements. There's hope, however, that as the industry evolves, new roles and opportunities will emerge. After-sales services, maintenance, and repair are areas where the human touch remains irreplaceable. Here, dealerships can pivot, turning their spaces into service hubs and offering experiences that online platforms can't. Beyond just job implications, Volkswagen's move is a gamble. The company is betting on the premise that consumers are ready for this change, that they're willing to part with the traditional ways of buying cars. It's a bold move, especially considering Volkswagen's broad and diverse consumer base, spanning multiple generations and demographics. Yet, there's a saying that innovation is often met with resistance. When Henry Ford introduced the assembly line, many scoffed at the idea. When Tesla launched its first electric car, critics were skeptical about its viability. And now, as Volkswagen takes a leap into the future, there will be naysayers. But there will also be those who see the potential in this new era of car buying. As this new paradigm emerges, we must also examine what this means for the consumer. At first glance, it promises a smoother, more streamlined buying experience. By eliminating the dealership middleman, customers potentially face fewer markups, less pressure-filled sales tactics, and more transparent pricing. They'd be able to customize their cars online, get a fixed price, and perhaps even have the vehicle delivered to their doorsteps, much like any other e-commerce product. This shift, therefore, taps into the zeitgeist of modern consumerism, which values convenience and transparency above all else. However, a potential pitfall is the loss of the tactile experience. There's an undeniable thrill in test driving a car, feeling its weight on the road, the responsiveness of the steering wheel, the hum of the engine, and the comfort of the seats. For many, this hands-on interaction is vital before making such a significant investment. Volkswagen and other manufacturers venturing into this new model must ensure that potential buyers still have access to physical touchpoints where they can engage with the vehicle. This evolution also has broader economic implications. While Oliver Blume's announcement centered on Volkswagen's strategic vision, it's essential to recognize the ripple effect such a decision will have on related industries. For instance, vehicle financing, traditionally facilitated by dealerships, will need to adapt to this online-first approach. Additionally, car insurance companies may find themselves having to modify their strategies to accommodate the shift in purchasing behavior. The supply chain, too, will undergo transformation. With dealerships acting as intermediaries, they often took on the responsibility of maintaining inventories, allowing manufacturers to manage production more efficiently. Without this buffer, car makers like Volkswagen will need to fine-tune their production schedules, relying more on real-time data and predictive analytics to meet demand without overextending resources. The industry's pivot towards a direct-to-consumer approach isn't just about the car makers and their bottom lines, though. It's emblematic of a larger trend across various sectors. From books to electronics to groceries, the rise of e-commerce has seen companies interact more directly with their customers, gleaning insights and tweaking offerings in almost real time. In such a rapidly shifting landscape, adaptability is key. Other giants in the automotive industry will be closely watching Volkswagen's journey, learning from its successes and missteps. This era is reminiscent of the early days of the internet when businesses grappled with the concept of e-commerce and digital storefronts. Those who adapted thrived, while those who resisted found themselves sidelined. As we ponder the implications of Volkswagen's transformative decision, it's essential to place it in the broader context of societal shifts. Our world is increasingly becoming digitized, interconnected, and immediate. The demand for instant gratification, whether in terms of information, services, or goods, is reshaping industries across the board. There are environmental considerations at play as well. As the urgency to address climate change accelerates, car manufacturers, including Volkswagen, are making concerted efforts to promote electric vehicles. The direct-to-consumer model may serve as a strategic advantage here. By having more control over the sales process, Volkswagen can educate consumers directly about the benefits of EVs, offer incentives, and even bundle additional services like home charging installations. By removing potential dealership biases towards gasoline vehicles, which might have previously been more profitable in terms of maintenance and parts, Volkswagen ensures its electric mission remains undiluted. Another avenue opened up by this change is the potential for subscription-based models or more flexible ownership structures. Brands like Volvo have already flirted with car subscription services, where, for a monthly fee, users get access to a vehicle without the long-term commitment of ownership. With direct sales, Volkswagen can experiment with similar models, catering to a younger demographic that values access over ownership. Blume's decision, though radical, serves as a testament to Volkswagen's adaptability. It acknowledges the changing tides and signals a readiness to embrace the future. But it also places a considerable responsibility on Volkswagen's shoulders. As one of the industry leaders, its strategies will not only shape its own future, but potentially set precedents for others to follow. In the grand tapestry of automotive history, this moment will be remembered as a turning point, a moment when the age-old structures were questioned, and bold new paths were charted. As consumers, industry stakeholders, and automotive enthusiasts, we're witnessing history in the making. The road ahead for Volkswagen and the broader car industry is uncharted, filled with both challenges and opportunities. And as with any journey, it's not just the destination, but the journey itself that promises to be enthralling. Thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is turned on so you don't miss a video.